Something that I would recommend for anyone struggling with an eating disorder is to have someone in your life who can be your support person. First, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. I'm Long Island's eating disorder specialist, and I post on this channel twice a week, all about eating disorders, body image issues, and general mental health. So if any of that is interesting to you, or you think it could be helpful, click the subscribe button down below, and also consider subscribing to my email list using the link in the description below. What you'll find there are weekly newsletters that gives you an insight into what is to come with regards to my content over the next week, and I will include resources that I create for many of my videos to go along with it so that you can get the most out of all my content that I'm putting out to you. What do I mean by a support person? Most of us have someone in our lives that are going to be our confidant, so to speak, or someone that knows about what we're going through and really wants to help. I would encourage you to think about who this person would be for you. Do you know right off the top of your head who it would be? And how do you figure out who a support person might be for you? It's someone that's going to be someone you trust. It's someone that's going to hold you accountable. It's someone who knows about what the situation that you're going through is. It's someone who is willing to be there as a support and help keep you accountable. I would encourage you to figure out who that support person could be for you if you don't know already off the top of your head. It's best if this support person could be someone close to you in physical terms. If they live in the same household with you, that's great. It's not a mandatory thing. If you don't have someone that lives within in your household, maybe you live alone, or perhaps whatever the situation is, it doesn't allow for the support person to be in the home. That is okay, but it's important for you to maintain accountability and ask for the support person to maintain accountability as well, to be checking in with each other if you don't live in the same household. I do have a worksheet that you got at the beginning of the week with how to find the support person and how to utilize the support person. So once you figure out who that support person is going to be for you, now it's a matter of asking them to be your support person. Make sure that you let them know that they're your support person and they agree to be your support person, because you want them to be very aware of what is actually going on. So once you have an idea of who you want the support person to be, reach out to them and let them know that you're hoping that they will be your support buddy, your support person, the person that's going to help keep you accountable. Now, what does that mean? Once you have a support person, what the hell does that mean that they're going to do for you, and what is that relationship going to be like? This is going to be different for everyone. So what happens is that some people may be struggling with an eating disorder and maybe struggling particularly around lunchtime. So maybe that support person will check in every time around lunch. Okay, are you eating what you need to be eating? Do you need to talk to someone? Send me a picture of what you're eating, whatever it is. And it's going to look different depending on the mental health issue. It's going to look different depending on the eating disorder. It's going to look different just because you're an individual with different issues and different things that are presenting to you in terms of problems. So what is it that you could use the most accountability for? And I would encourage you to have like a meeting. And this might sound super corny, but meet with the person that's going to be your support and saying, listen, this is what it is. This is what I'm going to be struggling with. Maybe you actually have them in on a therapy session so that you all could talk together about how this person could be the best support for you. And it's almost like a sponsor. Most people are more familiar with sponsors with regards to addiction, and if you ever struggled with addiction, you might have a sponsor in recovery if you are going through AA or NA. But this is almost like a sponsor for you. It's going to be someone, not necessarily who has gone through it, well, it can be, but it's going to be someone that's just a part of your support network, but the star player in it, really. So discovering what it is that's going to actually be important for you to be held accountable for. And that's not to shed yourself of your own accountability. This is just to have an extra little notch in terms of someone checking in on you. And it's going to be something that if you aren't able to hold yourself accountable in the moment, someone else is saying, hey, making sure that you're accountable there. And they're going to be that support for you. And it's important for you to maintain that relationship in a consistent basis. So making sure that you have check-ins regularly, if that's going to be once a day around lunchtime, if that's a time that you struggle with, if it's going to be twice a day, if it's going to be once a week, depending on where you are in your recovery, I would really tailor that specifically for what works. And if they are unable to be there for you in that way, that might mean that you need a different support person. And of course, you need to be reasonable with regards to how much they can actually do, because they are also people as well. And if you ask someone to be their support system, your support buddy, and they deny it, it's not something to feel weird about or uncomfortable with. It's just that not everyone is able to give the same amount of energy or time that you need, and that's okay. Just find someone who is able to do whatever it is that you need, and make sure that you're reasonable with regards to how the accountability is. It's not someone who's going to be your babysitter. That's important to remember. It's someone that's just another, kind of like the two-factor check-in when you are going for a security verification. It's going to be, you are the first barrier that you need to get through, and you're the first person that's going to hold yourself accountable. But then there's going to be that second, just a check person that's going to say, hey, you're accountable over there, you're doing what you got to be doing, okay, good. So if you aren't, and you're kind of got through the loophole of you not listening to your own healthy self, and maybe you're not doing or holding yourself accountable, that second person is going to help to keep you accountable. Something that I want to emphasize here is that you must be honest with this person. You cannot have a support person and expect them to know what it is that you need. It's not something that you can expect for them to just be able to cure all. It's, again, behind you. You are the ultimate accountability to be honest, to communicate, to check in, and they're going to be that second person that's going to help keep that accountability. But they cannot keep you accountable if you're not honest with them. So honesty is key with that. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about the name or the relationship for your support person that you have in mind. You can click my face over here to subscribe to my channel, and I wish you support on your journey to finding your state of balance, and I will see you in my next video.